Like I told
it's better
you,
to describe.
It's you're better off not expecting anything
on
than expecting something for execution.
Yeah, whether it's good or bad.
So it's like going into the movie theater without looking at the title of the movie.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Don't know what's gonna happen. Who made that one Inception? Who made the movie Inception?
Christopher Nolan.
Chris, your favorite director.
That's right.
That's like it's actually watching a Christopher Nolan movie.
That's absolutely right. And then they toy with your emotions, and all of a sudden,
don't know what's up. You don't know what happens even in the ending. Sometimes the last part of the movie is like the most interesting part, and that's sometimes what happens with execution. Right, crazy.
Plot twist. Anyways, ROPH versus Omega. We head into the draft, and it's going to be Kufra and Thams as the first man for RPH. I would just like to remind everyone that Esmeralda could not be picked or banned.
Yeah,
it's
she is on auto-ban status right now.
Hilda.
Let's see here. RPH is going to be removing the Hilda towards Heat. There is a very nice respect on Heat right now. Even Raflisha utilizes the Hilda. He is willing to let go of that. But that leaves the Atlas, Uranus, and Farsa open right now. Also, there is the Khalid.
Look at RPH. They're like, okay, let's ban Hilda. Let's toy with the mind of Omega, forcing them to ban Diggy. Because them banning the Hilda is them telling us,
Diggy is still possible.
Diggy, we are
anytime. Anytime. It's still an obvious threat on Aura. A very irritating threat, honestly.
So I believe that we are seeing Renzio now still playing for RPH. There's a Khalid ban instead of the Uranus.
Didn't take the bait.
Yeah.
All right. So Uranus probably.
Yeah, Uranus.
Renzo. Or Thams. Let's see.
Thams is already banned.
Uranus.
I think Uranus just is.
Or Farsa.
I don't think you ever pass on the Uranus.
I just realized Greed actually likes his hero getting picked a little bit late. Right?
Yeah, like your Kagura, like your Selena.
Sometimes fourth or third pick.
You go Chou Yi Jin for Omega.
Something stable for Omega.
Very stable indeed. Now RPH going for Farsa for sure.
There we go.
Instantly picked. And are you gonna go for the Raflesha hero now for RPH, or
Atlas?
Are you gonna go something like no, I think RPH likes to play their carry in this position, so they go Baksha instead.
Alright.
Pretty standard now for RPH. Raflesh is one of those Baksha players that are incredibly successful with the hero.
Yeah.
Rarely do we see Baksha being successful, but if it's played by RPH and Raflesha, they can do it.
It's very classic here for Aura. They even have their banner in. Yeah, but they even have their banner actually visible on their player camera.
That's right.
I'm curious about their gaming chair.
It's
also
brand.
Color. It's color orange. It's kind of.
They are from a very, how do I say this, prominent organization,
right?
so
it's very possible.
You're gonna use it. And so there's the Lancelot man coming out from Omega. These teams are very quick at picking their heroes. I mean, if you
Chango pick is so good for Omega here.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing.
And Uranus.
Back in early January of this year, or actually, no, it's late November. Late of last year, around November, December, we picked Baksha against your Chango, your Kimi. But Omega decides, if we go for a support Chango, and you force like burst HP based damage as well as slows from the Chango, you're still okay.
Yeah. Again, you just want to capitalize on Chango's very mobility, long range, and very short ultimate. And what you'd want is, again, to utilize that range and that mobility and pressure with the NOD, Necklace of Durance. Man, I'm sounding too redundant here, but yeah, I would say my favorite item in ML.
Durance.
Necklace of Durance. Very cheap. Very
one of the cheapest. Yeah, very impactful in almost all TFF because everybody from actually most of the meta heroes that we have rely heavily on sustain.
Shield and sustain. Imagine that. Maybe if it's sustain, okay. But shield, half the shield, right?
Perfect against Renus, perfect against your
Esmeralda, Baksha, any tanks, honestly.
So RPH are looking for a ban on the side lanes, perhaps something like Joy and X-Borg into a...
Are they going for Cyclops? Are they going for Cyclops? I don't know, they got the Farsa already. Alright.
Yeah. Mega, what is their pick? They need a side laner now. Or a tank.
Are they going for the Ling?
No, I think
No.
they already have the Yi and Jin. So Omega, I think, are looking for their tank now.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Aura. But
Oh, Aura.
yeah, tank for Omega.
Oh,
That
yeah.
oh.
So you go Alice. I like it. Makes a lot of sense now for Omega. Against your
Yeah. No Natalia here for the side of Aura.
I think you can go Link for Aura PH,
Yeah.
honestly. And then
You need someone to answer this Alice.
what's a Renzo hero now?
Yeah.
Balmond is gonna be there for Aura PH.
Execute probably, right?
The ultimate. Okay.
Okay.
So it's Roger. Very good in the early game against your Alice, against your Chango. It has a big jump as well, which can deal well against the Yi and Shin.
You
So
can also outplay the Cho with that, honestly.
That's also
with the
true.
Roger.
if you're looking at the tank for Omega, I'll be surprised if they go Carmilla. But Carmilla, one of the teams that can actually run that, but it's not the best, all things considered.
They have enough card control probably by the late game using this Alice, especially if she gets her stacks. Maybe attack Gatot.
Oh.
They could go for Gatot Kacha if they want.
That means that
Or-
Heath will be attacked. Yeah, Gadot Gacha
Or
is good.
taunts, right?
Actually, Gadot Gacha is good. Or
We'll see.
what if they go Masha? That's... Oh, so they go Joyd instead. They mean business, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Want to be aggressive, so...
Yeah, they want to actually kill JP
Yeah.
as soon as possible. That's the thing.
So if you recall from the first series that we watched, that was Signal Ultra versus Blue Fire. There was this move that the...
That is true. Good expectations. Now we'll have a good match. That is true. You know, they are very strong by default, right?
Yeah.
These two teams are established to be strong. But what I like about these two teams is they're getting their groove once again. It's like returning to their champion form here in the regular season. That is reason for Omega in their victories. Also on Aura in their victories as well.
So instead, you're seeing Aura PH be aggressive because they know that somebody else is starting. So there's no invade whatsoever coming out from Omega. Farsa is going to be up here to kind of spot this one out. Almost stealing that one, but not quite. That means that RPH will have to revert back to just taking this down early on.
This support's always aggressive, right? Yeah. Or even the Farsa being utilized for the invade. Because if you land very lucky hit, that's already totally disruptive. Curse of Crow landed on, fully stand onto hit, and also the energy impact deals so much damage. But no more follow-up damage sufficient enough to get the kill towards hit.
A double Lethal Wonder. Oh, sorry. It's just a single Lethal Wonder for Aura PH. That will be the best Renzio. Taking damage against Joy. Joy is a very good 1v1 type of hero. And in the early stages of the game, we know that he can duel and quite a successful one against the Roger because of the smart missiles and the high-end Droid that naturally he goes for.
I misses the all-arrival lineup right now. So far, the running trend, we're just revolving around 4 spell all.
Aura PH, for example. And they're so masterful with it.
I wonder though, what if you got grid as a 6-man for Brian? Might be, you know, I'm just trying to imagine things. Yeah.
Oh,
Like you'd have a very, very, very strong lineup.
a very deep bench.
Yeah. You with a very wide pool.
Wide pool of strategies. Right?
Yeah. Because you get grid, you can switch into few. Any hero that few is not playing, grid will be taking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, few doesn't have the Natalia sometimes, right?
Wow.
First blood there. Nice drop by Hayes, honestly.
Very early level 4 for Hayes. Meant that they landed that, what you call it, the meteor shower.
Yeah.
Oh, you know. JP, however, is still untouched when it comes to his farming. Top lane Regio is just level 3. So it's finally gets to his level 4. And now this is going to be scary. I like the fact that Omega found their way on putting levels onto the Chang'o.
There's actually some mid interaction happening here. There's a mountain shocker drop coming in from Hajizi. Things are a little bit slow. But this might be it. This might be Aura's, you know, when we say champion form.
Yeah.
Being just careful, make kills when it mattered, and there you go. Force the flicker out. Layering of Lycan pounds on JP.
He knows that.
He knows that the flicker will happen.
There. So he targeted it right amount of time, even through the wall.
Yeah.
And gets the... This is the JP weekend,
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Classic JP instinct is back, man.
He loves it.
I mean, if it was me, I would have used the Lycan Pounce very, very early.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
very
right.
sure. Right?
Oh, look at this! Wow!
Yeah, lots of damage there quickly onto Greed.
Greed, what? That sort of an advanced feathered airstrike allowed them to deal so much damage against Haze. It's actually incredibly smart.
Yeah. Had it been maybe that Kiluwas is there, he was able to get a drop of his ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Bit
Oh.
massive for them. Yeah, Greed is actually waiting for the timing to get his ult down. Once again, round 2. Lots of damage towards Heat. The thing here is, with the drops in health against Omega, I'm not so sure what is being capitalized by Aura. Maybe here in the bot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do we like the Balmond in this game? We'll see. Maybe let's judge it when the team fights do happen.
You know it, Wolf. We are big critics of the Balmond.
Yeah.
There we go. There's gonna be the switch in.
Ooh.
And it's still within the range of JP. JP game. JP has been waiting
You know what
already.
he did with that retribution coming out from the Raptor Machete? If I'm not mistaken, you kind of slow your opponents down, and a smart way to deal with it.
JP was waiting, honestly,
Yeah.
on the switch for the first skill.
That's
early
probably why Kiluwash also popped the ultimate, because they kind of knew that it will happen.
on. Yeah, and they burned a lot against Toshi there. He also burned his own flicker on that side brush. Then, the thing about the Lycan Pounce, the thing about the Roger, he has a lot of movement speed, honestly, especially in wolf form, especially when the wolf soul is activated. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Alright, Toshi has to walk away. JP onto the side. That's gonna be hit. Nakabat Kiluwash. Turret is destroyed though. Alright, there's a turret destroyed. Now for the bottom lane. That will be an Aura PH. 1-for-1 in terms of turret trade.
And look at this. Cortese might have just outplayed the Uranus, and did he was able to do so. Renzio getting the Brute Force Breastplate first over anything else.
Yeah.
That to me is interesting, because normally you just go either Oracle or your Enchanted Talisman, but first on the Brute Force Breastplate.
And because of the zone out onto Toshi. Alright. That was really nice there by OMG. Toshi was zoned out, but still GC was able to secure his own turtle buff. I love this. We are seeing two classic MPL carriers fighting it off, but not Kiluwash here. He did land his ultimate. I think, he just dropped his ultimate just to make sure there is big damage drop into the face of a GC.
Yeah. And this means that JP will just revert back to what he does, is farm and farm and farm. And you're going to wonder, when is the big team fight going to happen? With the presence of the Alice onto the bottom lane, I think that Aura-PH will always have to put one hero to clear that one out. That's also true with the top lane. So I think a full-blown 5v5 will happen later,
honestly,
perhaps.
I think it will be later. Honestly, if you're watching an Omega game, expect very calculated and very few kill game.
Yeah, I agree.
It's Omega. And there is that one game where there's just really very few kills. I'm not sure if it's Bren or Omega. I think it's Bren versus Omega. Right?
Yeah, probably Brent versus Omega.
Bren versus Omega. I think it was just a very, very calculated and slow-paced game. I mean, we are not complaining on that part. It's just how these teams really approach it. Because there's a lot this team already has an idea of how the layering of spells and hero commitments will go, right?
Kind of
Very dangerous, right? Roughly jump.
Yeah. But into the middle, they finally decide to apply pressure in here. Let's see if the defense will count. Oh!
Yeah, the kick is not landed onto Greed, but still Greed stops his own feathered air strike. Raflesia stays into the side. JP goes in, curls Z with his unstoppable force. Raflesia pushes forward. JP down for the backside. Maybe he can go for another lifesteal, but he's being mindful ejector to stop JP, making sure that's still a big time. And I think that should be it. Aura calls for a fallback.
What a boss Cortese is. I kind of want to comment on Cortese's performance yesterday. It wasn't impressive, honestly, with the Yu Zhong.
Yeah.
Was so passive, but with this Jawhead, he's
was good.
Really, really aggressive.
Yeah.
And is able to stabilize the top lane while also trying to kill the Uranus, keeping him in check. And that move from Cortese allowed this team to have a little bit of an inch now.
Alright, he was able to complete the kick towards JP, though I think that Lycan Pounce spawns him. It still doesn't matter how GC gets the target. Now focused towards Renzo. Raflesia trying to land anyone with his own turtle percent. Kiluwas goes for the backup. There is going to be Haze gets greeted by Greed. Curse of Crow is there. Toshi into the mid. And also with his own ultimate activated, Killua starts the Cyclone Sweep. Toshi with his first kill, he will be swapping out. There's going to be Courtesy. Unstoppable Force once again goes towards Greed, gets the Cyclone Eye, but they went on reverse direction. And Killua drops the ultimate. That's going to be the Felicia rolling over. They see me rolling. They hate it. Renzo, ladies and gentlemen. And now I think that's it. They will peel off each other, and you can actually see how masterful these two teams are when they do this kind of team fights.
Let's see the replay.
Careful.
Welcome to, finally, let's welcome day 3 of week 3 of the MPL. Such a good display. Nice peel coming out from Heath to find JP. That really spelled the doom of Aura PH. I was surprised, however, that it didn't go wasn't much disaster on Aura PH, I'd say, in that thing, because we know that Aura PH can still recover from that, but nevertheless, an amazing pick-off from Omega.
Yeah, there is a big chunk of damage landed on towards Hayes. The first mark of the Curse of Crow attempt didn't, but still, at least it surprises Hayes. Killua now with his own Blade of Despair. Very interesting itemization, honestly, but I think it's totally okay, you know? Even with your Cyclone Sweep, you can dish out bonus damages, right?
Man, this is Killua. She loves that Blade of Despair.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not get it first because Cursed Helmet is a requirement for Balmond, but nevertheless, if he gets the chance to take that, he will.
Well, it will be the one taken in by the members of Omega here. No escape on that one.
No.
Yep.
Nice collapse.
He actually received 3 ultimates there.
Yeah.
Unstoppable Force with
Amazing.
the Dragon, yeah. Plus the Meteor Swarm. Meteor Shower. Got 3-4, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually just enjoying
Wow, I did not notice that. It's just 7 kills in 10 minutes.
7 kills in 10 minutes. We're just enjoying this, guys.
But this is
very low kill count game as expected, but everything is so well calculated. Let's enjoy some more. Let's try to understand this. Again, we will be moving towards the late game. I can expect that. GZ versus JP. The thing here is that there's still a lot of durabilities onto the side of Aura. The only insurance here for Omega is they have good wave clear. They have good big chunk of damage early on. But that depends on between the Farsa and between the Changu who will efficiently drop their own ult. And I would expect also that JP can claw his way onto the fighters of Omega compared to GC who will be landing his arrow and glaive onto the tanks of Aura.
Yeah. Look at this, the side lane, the top lane still not pushed. Aura PH. In fact, there's only 1/3. Push us, Hayes!
Steals that one.
Half man, half amazing.
As always, I mean, I've been playing Chango as well. It's really difficult to gauge. And, well, I think JP didn't use his retribution on that part, right?
That's also true.
Yeah.
So, I kind of want to comment on the fact that Aura PH, Omega, might be more comfortable heading into the late game compared to Aura PH. Just because of the fact that they have Yi Shin, such a good scaling hero. They also have
not good. Not good.
Not good for Affliction for sure.
Yeah.
They also have Chango, who scales better in the late game as well.
Actually, that was not good supposed to be for Omega. They're focusing too much on Afflicia. They've open for JP. JP is fully committing. Let's see here. 2v1 situation. And GC under the chase down. JP should be dead here. If there is a miracle play, then he's deserving to be called the God Care here. He worked for the wraparound. Ladies and gentlemen, like and pause. There is going to be it. Renzo backing on. And still, Greed is on his way. He knows that that is it for him. That is it for his teammates. Honestly, 4-for-1 exchange. I'm not so sure where the mistake is committed, but I feel like it is committed after Afflicia is dead. They should have responded towards Afflicia a little bit earlier. Greed did miss his ultimate on following up with Afflicia, and it's not just the carry that Omega secured. It's also the Lord.
Yeah, and that was really bad for Omega. This is where the disaster happens because of the fact that Afflicia is already dead to rights.
Yeah.
And they tried to fight against it. Killua was immediately bursted down by Omega.
Yeah.
And to make matters worse, JP chased the Chango. Hayes is gonna be happy being chased down like that.
Yeah.
There's not a
Courtesy has a very wise cut actually.
That is also true. That is also true.
Yeah, he actually fully went down. But
And
this time,
another peel.
yeah, hits commits, but there's just only Hajizi. Actually, hit is gonna be left for dead here.
What?
It's too deep. It's too deep.
Yeah,
That is the truth. And the thing here is JP. That is still a Roger. Live still would be big on that guy if ever he gets killed.
Yeah.
Next and next.
You saw that earlier when he took down Hayes, and he all of a sudden goes back to full.
Yeah, with a killing spree, not to
Killing
mention,
spree,
right?
that's right.
Are they going to force their way in. This is very risky. Toshi dives in. That's very, very risky. Oh my god, what he's doing is gone, man.
Is he gone? That's oh, he missed it.
I missed it though. That's one. Raflisha here soaks up a lot of damage coming in from
Carry.
I think he's the one who volunteered.
Probably no, because he made the team. He made the team, so we had no choice.
And
that was why.
For some reason, we just agreed. Well, big mistake. All right, we are back into the game, guys. 6,000 on the gold lead here by Omega. Let's look for the deal breakers here. Right now, Omega is on the driver's seat of this running game. Toshi is so disruptive. Actually, I love this itemization from Toshi. Look at that. He is the one who also held onto that NOD. Not the Chango, honestly. So, the thing about Toshi is when he dives in, everyone will go all in onto him because the idea of the Alice is you want to burst him. Burst her very, very quick. And that leaves the necklace of Duran's debuff onto so many targets. And it can allow Haze to follow up. Haze is going all in on the damage. Because he knows that, he's doubled down. He's going double down on the damage. Because he knows that, if he drops his own ultimate, his job is done.
I want to comment on the fact that it was a wipeout, almost wipeout for Omega. It was a kill on the Lord. But no inhibitor turret went down. This is mainly because of the fact that Farsa at least was given a chance to scale. Lack of Destiny is available as well as Transitions. So that meant that the damage is wave clear, is going to be enough. Despite the fact that MPL-PH fields.
I love this. I love the timing on this. Yeah, because Curtsy is about to go back, about to actually make the flank onto the backside, and that's it. He catches Greed. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the full kill done in by Omega against the members here of Aura. Who will be the next victim? It's going to be on Renzo. Raflisha soaking up a lot of damage, but using his 30% just to go for the wave clear. But there is still one artillery here. Down for the bot. Alright, not going to be enough. Hit overextends by a bit. Minion is closer on the bot. There are one being ushered for the mid. JP is gone. Renju is there. Grid is also gone. I think that's it for this inhib. They need to cut their losses. Or a PH. They've decided to give it away. The mid lane inhibitor chariot. Everyone went in for the bottom lane inhibitor chariot. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that. Masterful shot calling, I would...